Good morning once again, everyone, and welcome to practice. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for your patience. Let's get centered first. So please take a seat and bring your attention into your foundation, into your feet, your hips, your hands on your lap. And allow your weight to be balanced. Sense the left and right sides of your body. Sense that you are symmetrical. And then gently, as you breathe in, stretch your spine, lift your sternum, lift the shoulders. Back of neck is long. And take a full breath in and a long breath out. Full breath in. Long breath out. Full breath in. Long breath out. Good. And gently listen into the sound of a bell, just as a reminder to let go of any difficulties we had in the beginning, and just to come to this moment right now. So today I wanted to share with you some reading from this wonderful book, When Things Fall Apart, by Pema Chodron. It's full of traditional Buddhist wisdom. She says there is only one approach to suffering that is of lasting benefit. That approach involves moving toward painful situations to the best of our ability with friendliness and curiosity, relaxing into the essential groundlessness of our entire situation. It's there in the midst of chaos that we can discover the truth and love that are indestructible. I was going to read more, but since we got started late, I'll just go ahead and leave you with those gems, this idea of moving toward what is difficult in our lives, rather than shutting down, rather than closing the heart, moving toward it, knowing that it is right in this very moment that there is the opportunity to learn, to grow, to open our hearts and discover how do we respond with more open-heartedness. All right, let's please come to standing. Place your chair with the seat facing you to start, and the 4 feet of the chair safely on your mat. Let's start standing in the middle of your mat. Feet are 4 to 6 inches apart. And we're going to start in just Tadasana, mountain pose. Root through the 4 corners of your feet, the big toe mound, the inner heel, the pinky toes, and the outer heel. Move your thighs back, hips back, navel back. Lift your sternum, lift your shoulders, open the palms, and just take another breath here. Good, and now with palms facing each other, I'd like you to inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, lower the arms. Good. If you can, rise up onto your tiptoes. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, lower the arms. If that's too hard, just work the arms. And the breath, inhaling, lifting onto the tiptoes, pressing the ball of the big toes down very actively so you don't roll to the outer edges of your ankles. Inhale, lift and breathe. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Stretch your spine, exhale, good. And now let's go into quarter dog. So face your chair, hold on to the front corners, step back. One foot goes back, other foot goes back. You're in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Everybody bend your knees at first. Feet are 4 to 6 inches apart. Lift your upper chest, your upper arms. Stretch your spine, hips back, thighs back. Lift your upper arms, your armpits, your upper chest, and your navel. Bend your knees at first to raise your sit bones nice and high. Good. Then press back your inner thighs, press back. Upper thighs, outer thighs, hips back, thighs back. Stretch out through the heels. And breathe. Nod your head yes.
Nod your head now. Let's play with it a little bit today. Lean all your weight to the right. See what that feels like. And lean all your weight to the left. See what that feels like. Explore where the body feels tension, where it feels ease. Good. And now back to center with the weight. Bend one knee, lean into the straight leg hip. Bend the other knee, lean into the straight leg hip. And then stretch everything and walk forward. When you get there, bend your knees. Open the arms out to the side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the arms. Good. Facing forward now in the middle of your mat. Take your feet outer hip width apart. Now take your arms in cactus shape. Elbows a little bit in front of armpits. I just want to open up the breath and the upper spine. So here, inhale, take your elbows and arms back behind your shoulders. And then exhale, bring them all the way closed. Lower your front ribs down as you do this. Inhale, open the front chest, open your breath, elbows press back behind your torso. And exhale, forearms press. Inhale, open the heart area. Exhale and release. Good. Inhale, lower the front ribs, navel presses back towards spine. Exhale. Inhale, you're moving your elbows and forearms back behind your torso on the inhale, and as you exhale, press the forearms together. Good, and release. Now roll the shoulders up and back and down, and back and up and down. Wonderful. Standing tall, take one ear over to the same side shoulder. Breathe, and then inhale, come up. Other ear over to the same side shoulder. Inhale, come up. Now let's do half circles to the front chest only. Take your right ear to the right shoulder. Do a half circle to the front chest only. And again, noticing any tension in your neck. And again, just to the front chest. Good. Then bring the head back up. Now I'd like you to take a blanket or towel. This is going to cushion your knees. Put it right in front of the chair, maybe about a foot away from the chair. Then holding onto your chair or blocks. If you're not using a chair, feel free to use 2 blocks for your hands. I want you to take the right leg back in a lunge. So first we'll start in a regular lunge. Back knee is lifted, front knee is vertical over ankle. Inhale, lift your back thigh, your hips, keeping a sense of lightness in your back leg. Descend your hips more, descend the front thigh more, and gently breathe. Good. Inhale, lift your back leg up, lift your hips. Then exhale, bend the front knee more. Now stretch your leg bones in opposite direction of each other. Good. One more. Inhale and exhale. Nice. And then hop forward, switch. We'll go to the other side. Left leg back, right knee is bent, back heel is lifted. Inhale, lift your back thigh, lift your hips. Exhale, bend the front knee, descend the front thigh. Good. Inhale, lift your back thigh, your hips. Exhale, bend the front knee, look forward. Inhale and exhale. Good. Step forward in 1 or more steps. And return to the first side. The right leg is back. Now I'd like you to put the right knee down. And I want you to take that right knee a little bit back behind your hip. So you're more on the above the kneecap, not right on the patella. We're going to rock the hips forward and back with breath. Inhale, rock your hips back. Excuse me. Exhale, rock forward. And again, your hands could be on blocks here if you're not using a chair. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, rock forward. As you're rocking forward, you'll feel a stretch here in the psoas. What I'd like you to do is move your back thigh back a little bit, even as your hips drop down and forward. So you give resistance with your back thigh in the opposite direction. Good. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, rock forward. Now I'd like you to stay here. Stay right here. Good. Now, press your navel back toward thighs. Make your hands light. See if you can put your hands on your hips. You're going to
press down on the hips to really feel more grounded in the feet and legs. And then if you can, lift one arm, maybe alternate arms, or lift both arms up, lift up out of the waistline, navel presses back toward spine, tailbone down to protect your lower back, and breathe here. Relax the shoulders. Good. Yeah, excellent. And hold on and switch your legs. So in every move that we do, it's an opportunity to explore with curiosity. How am I today? How's my body feeling? How's my mind today? And every day will be a little bit different. Root through your front foot, back knees a little bit back behind your hips, and you're above, the weight is above the kneecap. Inhale, rock back the hips. Exhale, rock forward. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, rock forward. So when we meet adversity, if we bring a sense of curiosity to it, it can be a learning experience. Yeah? Inhale, pull the hips back. Exhale, rock forward.
Wow, I can't see you.
Inhale, rock back. Exhale, rock forward. Yes, there is a problem. Some people are experiencing that. Inhale, rock forward. Rock back. Exhale, rock forward. This is the fun about doing yoga at home. People come down and ask you questions. The dog comes in sometimes. Just have to deal with what is. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, rock forward. John, you can come down here and practice. Why don't you come down and practice here? Inhale, rock back. Exhale, you can just practice right over there. Good. All right, now from here, stay right where you are. Put your hands on your hips. Press your hips down. Inhale, lift the arm. You can alternate, or you can do both arms. Inhale, lift up out of the waistline. This is Anjaneyya. Good, yes. And hold on. Very good. Now let's come back up to standing. Bend your knees, open the arms out to the side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, the hands in front of the heart. Very good. Nice. All right, now I'd like you to move your blanket to the side. And I want to do a little bit of a flow with you. So facing your front of your mat and your chair, we'll use the chair and or blocks. Stand in Tadasana facing the front of your mat. Your feet are 4 to 6 inches apart. Take your hands in front of the heart. Thumbs into the heart. Take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale here, and as you exhale, release your hands. Inhale, fly the arms up. Exhale now, I want you to dive forward in a forward fold. Now you can bend your knees here, use the chair for support, or use blocks. Then inhale, bend your knees, stretch your spine, look forward. Repeat that action. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release the knees into a bend, stretch your spine, look forward. Exhale and fold. One more. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. This time take the right leg back in a lunge. Now, front knee is vertical over ankle. I want you to see that. Right angle there. Make your fingers light. You can stay here. This is a fine place to stay, to work the strength in your legs, work your balance. For more challenge, make your hands light. Take your hands on your hips. Now, with navel pressing back towards spine, lift one arm, other arm, lift up out of the waistline, curl back. Maybe even take your hands behind your back, lift your chest, reach your knuckles toward your back foot. So any placement of your hands will serve today, whatever is going to feel good for your body at an appropriate level of challenge. And then hold on, sit back, down dog,
Quarter dog this is. Bend your knees. Stretch your spine, stretch your hamstrings. Good. Take the right leg forward and lunge. The back heel is lifted. The knee is vertical over the ankle. Try to get a right angle there. Again, you can stay here and work this strength in your foundation and your legs, or make your hands a little bit lighter. Take your hands on your hips, root down. So really get grounded in the lower body. Lift up out of the waistline. Maybe lift one arm, maybe the other arm. You can alternate or lift both arms. Lift up out of the waistline, lift your chest, and gently breathe. Be curious about every move today, as if it was the first time that you were doing it. Bring that sense of openness and exploration to the practice. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Hold on. And step back. Spread your toes. Bend your knees at first. Get some concavity in the lower lumbar spine. And then stretch your spine. Stretch your legs. Good. And walk forward. Bend your knees. Open the arms out to the side. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Hands in front of the heart. Good. Really good. Let's open the shoulders with a strap. A little bit more. So take your strap, take your feet outer hip width apart. Pull on that strap. You're going to give yourself a nice length, and we'll explore that length. We can adjust it in a minute. So inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, take it back behind yourself a little bit. Try not to bend your elbows. Or more. Or more. And the full range of motion is coming all the way down to your hips. Doesn't have to happen today, but it may happen over time for you. So let's add the breath. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, take it behind a little bit or more. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Good. The action is pulling your strap taut. Inhale, lift up. The hands are pulling apart from each other, opening the pectoral area. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. So you just want to be gently curious. How's the body today? How are the shoulders today? And every day could be different based on what you ate, how you slept, what's going on for you emotionally. So rather than push away any moods, any difficult feelings, notice with a sense of curiosity. Just make some space for it. Now, armpit to armpit measure. Keep pulling the strap taut. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it behind your neck, not on your neck. Press your elbows back behind you. Lift your chin, lower your front ribs. Good. Yes. Can you feel your upper back muscles engaging? The rhomboids. A little shaking might happen. That's okay. That's normal. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it in front and release. Yeah. Let's try one more or rest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it behind your neck, but not on your neck. Press your elbows back behind you. Then inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. Just going to move back a little bit. Let's try one more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it behind your neck. Elbows press back. Engage those upper back muscles. Yes, and breathe. And then lift up and release. Good. Now, everyone, I want you to sit on your chair for a moment. Let's do some Kapalabhati breathing. So this is the Ayur's breath, the bellows breath. You focus on the exhalation. So you can sit toward the middle front of your chair. And we'll do it just for about a minute. It's a wonderful way to sort of clear out, purify. You might need a tissue. So you can lift your arms like this. It's sort of a V shape. And it'll be, just watch me for a moment, it'll be like this. Strong exhalation through the nostrils. The inhales take care of themselves, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll do this for about a minute. Just watch me for a moment. You'll feel this whole area pressing back towards spine. So it's a nice action there, a pumping action. Then after a minute,
You'll release out all that breath and you'll take a full inhalation. You'll lock your thumbs. You'll stay there, stay there, stay there. Feel the prana, feel the life force, and then you'll release the arms. So that's the overview. Let's do it together. I'll guide you through. So again, you're sitting to the middle front of your chair. First, take a regular breath in, regular breath out. Then lift the arms. You can point your thumbs to the ceiling. I'll watch the time. So inhale, when you're ready, it's exhale, pumping, pumping, exhale, exhale. That's the breath. So inhale, and through the nostrils. Exhale fully. Inhale fully. Lock the thumbs, hold that breath. Hold the breath inside you. Feel it moving all the way down to your pelvis. And when you need to release it, release the arms. Good. Now that wasn't a full minute. I made the first one shorter so that you could just explore that. Either rest now, or let's try just one more round. Let's do like half a minute. If you're new to it, it can feel pretty challenging. All these muscles pumping, pumping, pumping. It does make you strong here, and it strengthens your lungs as well. So when you're ready, lift the arms. It's about a 45-degree opening here with the arms. Take a regular breath in, regular breath out, and begin when you're ready. Inhale, and begin the pumping. Breathing out through the nostrils. Breathe out all that air. Then inhale fully, lock your thumbs up over your head. Hold the breath. Retain the breath gently. Feel the prana, the breath, life force moving down to the bottom of the pelvis. When you're ready to release it, release the breath, release your arms. Really good. Nice. All right. Now, let's go now. Here we go. I want to go to Warrior 2. We're going to do a moving, sort of a dynamic Warrior 2. Take your chair, the high back of your chair, to the long edges of your mat. All right. Now you can do this without a chair for more challenge. The chair gives a nice stability. Take a wide stance of your feet. They're going to be parallel. Open your right toes. I'll do opposite of you. Open your right toes 90 degrees and your back toes will turn in a little bit. Draw an imaginary line from the front heel straight back. It'll bisect the arch of the back foot. So first, one hand is on the chair and your front hand is on your hip. And what I want you to do is firm your feet, press into the ground, firm your legs, lift your spine. And we're going to inhale, bend the front knee, look at it, make sure it's opening toward the pinky side of your foot, and then straighten the leg. Just that. We're going to bend and straighten the leg with breath. So inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Looking to the front knee. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Good. Now we'll add the arm. So lift your front arm. Option is to lift the back arm as well. Let's do palms up today. So looking forward to your front hand. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten. Really root through your feet. Inhale, bend the front knee. Open that front knee toward the pinky side of your foot. Exhale, press into your feet. Straighten that front leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Good. Let's just do the same on the other side. Then we'll add on some variations. All right, so now your left toes are open 90 degrees. Your back toes are turned in about 30 degrees. Stretch your spine. Firm your feet and legs. Really press down to really root through your feet. One hand on chair, one hand on hip. Inhale, bend your front knee and look at it. I really want you to be your own guide, your own teacher, since I'm not in the room with you. And the parallel in this pose is that that front knee falls to the big toe side, so don't let it. Don't let the knee fall in. And straighten. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Now let's add one or both arms, palms up for today. Inhale, bend the front knee. You're still looking at it. You're still monitoring it carefully. Inhale, bend the front knee. Yes, open it out toward the pinky toe side. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Good. Parallel the feet. Walk in, give yourself a break, march in place, let go of any tension you may have created, and take another wide stance. Open your right toes 90 degrees, back toes are turned in about 30 degrees. All right, now from here, bend the front knee and lean on that right above the knee. I want you to really hold on there. So, and your elbow hugs into your rib cage. So, this is the action. You're going to bend that front knee, reach the top arm over your top ear, and then straighten the front leg, lower the top arm. So inhale, bend your front knee. You're actually leaning on your front knee with your front hand. Elbow can hug into rib cage. Reach the top arm over and come back. So breath and movement. Root through your feet. Inhale, bend the front knee. Revolve the navel toward the ceiling as you reach the top arm over your top ear rather. One more. Inhale, bend the front knee. Reach, open the intercostal muscles, the muscles between your ribs, and straighten. Very good. Please turn around. Turn the feet around now. Your left toes are pointing 90 degrees open. Your back toes are turned in a little bit. Bend the front knee and put the front hand on that knee. So it's your left foot open and it's in the front, and it's your left hand on your knee. Good. All right. So remember now the top arm, the palm starts up, and you're going to reach this way on the inhale. Exhale, straighten. Okay? So inhale, bend the front knee. Hug the bottom elbow in toward your rib cage as you reach the top arm over your top ear. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come back. Inhale, open the top ribs. Exhale, return. There you go, that's it. Inhale, open the breath, open the ribs. Exhale, return. One more. Inhale. Reach, reach, reach. Open the intercostal muscles, the muscles between your ribs. Good, and release. Parallel the feet, walk in. Excellent. Now, let's repeat the position of the feet and legs. You're going to open your right toes 90 degrees. Back toes turn in a little bit. And we're going to hold the pose in a modified extended side angle. So bend the front knee. Front forearm on your front thigh, palms up. Holding onto the chair, hand on hip. Revolve the torso open now. The underneath belly sweeps up to the top belly. Press your navel back towards spine. Stay here and breathe. To come more fully into the pose, take your top arm over your top ear and let the top ear hug the bicep. So the head's not hanging down like that. There's no space between the ear and the inner arm. Stretch from the outer edge of your back foot all the way along this top edge of the body. Stretch and breathe. Those that want more challenge, even still, that bottom hand can go to a block or the floor on the outside of your ankle. I'll stay here in the modified version. Feels so good. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out to come out of the pose. You can hold onto the chair. That bottom hand can press off the knee, press down to straighten the leg. That'll make it easier coming out of the pose. Turn the feet around. We'll go to the other side right away. You're going to inhale, bend that front knee. Put that front forearm on the front thigh. Other hand is on hip or chair. Revolve the torso open. It feels like the navel turns up toward the ceiling. You get this delicious twist inherent in this pose. You can stay here or add the top arm. Reaching over your top ear, pinky edge of palm to the floor, and your top ear is hugging the inner arm. So the head's not hanging down. Remember that detail. Good, good. Root into your feet, especially the outer edge of your back foot, and stretch and breathe. Gently press your navel back towards spine. Breathe here. Be curious about the pose today. You may have done this pose a million times in your life. Be curious about it. Approach it with a freshness. What is there to learn today? Good. From max challenge, that bottom hand can come to a block or to the floor, to the outside of your front ankle. Good. Yes. To come out of it, you can hold onto the chair, press down off your front knee, straighten the leg, walk your feet in together, march in place. Really good. All right, now let's do balance challenge. So take your chair so that you can hold on with one hand. Let's go right into tree pose. I'll do opposite of you. Put all your weight on your left foot. The right knee opens out to the side. Most stable is pressing ball of foot to floor. Firm the standing leg, firm the straight leg. And you'll notice when you root through the foot and you really engage your quad, there's this rebound effect in your upper body. Good. So you can have one hand in the heart or both hands in the heart. For more challenge in the foundation, in the lower body, raise your right foot so it's on the inner calf or all the way up to your inner thigh. Toes pointing down. Hug your inseam of your thigh to the foot. Hug your hips toward each other. Palms will press. Maybe take your arms out to the side today. Firm your foundation, whatever's touching the floor. Scissor your inner thigh into the sole of your foot if you have it up this high. Lift your heart, stretch your spine. And now play with it a little bit. The upper body. Move your arms around in random ways to see if you can move the branches of your tree without losing the roots, without losing the foundation. Yeah, very tricky. Good, and release. Let's do the other side. Put all your weight on your right foot, the left knee opens out to the side, the heel rests on the inner ankle. All the foot pressing down, that's the most stable choice. If you want more challenge, lift that foot a little bit higher or all the way up to your inner thigh. If it doesn't stay, you can hold it with your one hand, or you can just go to an earlier version of the foot placement. So get rooted from that grounding. Feel the corresponding lift in your upper body. Start with your hands together in your heart. Take a full breath in, long breath out. Then open the arms out today. Once you feel nice and stable in the lower body and the feet especially, now move your arms around. The wind, imagine the wind blowing the branches of your trees. Right? Every day there's different circumstances that we have to deal with. The question is, how do we respond? How do we respond? Can we respond with more groundedness, more rootedness, more playfulness even? Make room for whatever arises. And then release. Good. Shake it out a little bit. Nice. Now I'd like you to do wide leg standing forward fold. So you can use a chair here. I'm putting the seat to face me, and the front two legs of the chair are on the long edge of the mat. You can do it without a chair. Just put a block in between your feet. Start with the feet wide. Maybe one of your own legs lengths between your feet. With hands right here at the hips, inhale and stretch your spine. Yeah. And then bow. As if you had hinges right here where your thighs go into your hip socket, bow. Your hands can hold the chair or the block. I do want your hands to be weight bearing here. Maybe you'll come onto your forearms and experiment how your hamstrings feel. You can inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. If that starts to feel easy for you, maybe you're going to move your chair to the side. Maybe you don't need it today. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Notice my hands are weight bearing. Then if that starts to open up for you, your hands can come to the floor. Release your neck, release your shoulders. And then straighten your legs to the degree that you can today without strain. Hips back, thighs back. Breathe. And even as you hold the pose for a few breaths, sometimes
the body opens up a little bit. So some of you might want to turn your fingers to face the direction of your heels and walk your hands through the feet, through the legs, and really fold deeply in the torso. Release your neck, release your head. Breathe. Then walk your hands back. You can press your hands into the block. Bend your knees, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. The feet together. Bend your knees, hands on hips, lift chin out of chest, and come up to standing. Excellent. Now let's do moving powerful chair. So your feet are parallel. Palms are facing into your hips. Inhale, lift the arms as you exhale, sit like you're sitting in a chair. Inhale, rise up, big stretch. Exhale, release the arms. Good. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, bend your knees, look at them, make sure they're parallel. Inhale, rise up. Exhale over the arms. Rest whenever you need to rest. Inhale, lift the arms as you exhale, sit. Gaze at your knees, make sure they're parallel. Now stay here a moment. Press your navel back towards spine, lengthen your tailbone down, and breathe. So this is great to strengthen your quads, your thighs. And then inhale, rise up, and exhale, release. Good. Now I'd like to invite you all to come to the floor. You can move your chair to the side. And I'd actually like to ask you to come to lie down on your belly. And for today, take a blanket, make it into a long rectangle like this, and put that right at the front of your hips. Right to support these pelvic points here. Okay. All right, so now your forehead's on the floor, and your hands will come into cobra position. So at the side of your torso, you can start with your fingertips just under the front of your shoulders. Open your fingers out toward the pinkies a little bit so you get a little external rotation. Rest your forehead on the floor. Good. Stretch your legs long. So you can do it one at a time. Pick up one leg, stretch it long out of the hip, then release it. Other leg's going to stretch long, then release it. Good. Now let's just do the upper body first. So press your hands into the floor. Inhale, lift your head a little bit. Shrug your shoulders toward your ears and come up. Upper body lifting, toes press for this version. Back of neck is long. Stay wide across your top chest. Good. Release. Now, to protect the lower back, keep pressing your tailbone down and lift your navel up towards spine. As you do this, navel up towards spine. Get that going. Inhale, press into your hands. Float your shoulders forward toward the ears and up toward the ceiling. Breathe. And lower. Feel free to rest. You can always skip the next variation if you're feeling tired. I don't ever want you to go to pain. But this next one, if you're ready for another variation, you're going to lift your torso and one leg. So here we go. Press your tailbone down, lift your navel, inhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders, and lift the left leg. And then lower down. Repeat lifting the right leg. Inhale, palms press, shoulders move forward and up, right leg is lifted, and lower down. Try that again. Inhale, left leg lifts, torso lifts, and lower. One more. Inhale, lift your head, lift the right leg, stay wide across the clavicle bones, and release. Make a forearm pillow, turn your head to one side and rest. Wiggle your hips out a little bit, and breathe. Then turn your head the other way, just to even out the feeling in your neck. Great. Now, again, you can rest and just continue to rest, or we're going to do one more variation, hands in cobra position, by the side of your chest. This time, as you inhale, you lift both legs at the same time. If you want to watch me first, I'll show you. So I'm gonna inhale, lift upper body, open the legs, exhale, and bring the legs together. Let's try that. Start with your legs together. Inhale, lift head, lift upper body into cobra, open the legs wide, they scissor open. As you exhale, they scissor back together, and you release the torso down. Inhale, lift your head, shoulders, legs open wide. Exhale, bring the legs back together, release the neck and head and torso. Good. All right, coming onto your forearms now. Lift your hips. Take child's pose. So open your knees wide, toes come together. Maybe you'll come onto your forearms. Maybe your hips will move back, back, back. Eventually, over time, the hips come to your heels. You can use the blanket there for your forehead. Maybe take the arms alongside the body. Gently breathe here. Good. You might notice a nice stretch, especially for the lower lumbar area. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Press your hands into the floor, lift the torso, swing your legs around to Dandasana pose. All right, so if sitting on the floor is a little challenging for you, you can take your blanket, put it way under the hips. Sit at the very front edge of your blanket and tilt to the front of your sit bones, the bony bones in the butt. Hands behind you. Lift your chest. Flex your feet. Press the backs of your legs to the floor. This is Dandasana stack pose. Spread wide the bones of your feet and be sure you're pulling the pinky edges of your feet back toward their outer own hips. Okay? So you're not sickling the foot like this. Pull the pinky edges back. Good, good. Now try this. Pretend you're stepping on a gas pedal. Press through the ball of the foot. Make the tops of your feet long. Good. Nice. All right, excellent. Now let's do a seated twist. And we'll do 3 variations, or we'll talk about 3 variations. First, bend the right leg. The foot is on the same side of its own heel. You're leaning on the right hand. Other hand holds the knee. Inhale, lengthen in your spine. Exhale, gently twist. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Finally, neck and head. If that starts to feel pretty good, pretty easy, take that right foot and put it over the left leg for a little bit more challenge. Again, inhale, lengthen in your spine. Exhale, gently twist. And then if that feels pretty good and you're curious about the next level of challenge, lean toward the straight leg side, fold that bottom leg, that left leg underneath you, so that the left heel is to the outside of the right hip. And try to get both sit bones on the blanket, on the floor, so both legs are bent. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. And if you need to come out of the pose by this point, do it on an inhalation if you can. So you maintain the length in your spine. Breathe. Good. Inhale and release. Let's switch sides. Left leg is bending. You're leaning on your left hand. The right hand's to the outside of the knee. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, gently move into the twist. As you are observing how it feels in the pose, that starts to feel easy for you. You're curious about the next level of challenge. Cross that left foot over the right. Inhale, lengthen in your spine. Exhale, gently twist. And then if that starts to feel, pretty good, lean to the straight leg side. Fold that bottom leg underneath you so the right heel is to the outside of the left hip. And how you know you're ready for this variation is, can you get both sit bones on the floor? For me, on this side,
It's challenging because I have a torn hip labrum that I work with. So I like the intermediate version for myself. Inhale, lengthen in the spine. Exhale, gently twist. Inhale to release the pose. Really good. Now come off your blanket if you're on a blanket, and let's just do something for the abs. Bend your knees, lift your sternum, shoulder blades on your back. Lift one shin, then alternate. Or do both shins at the same time. Lift your sternum. Maybe straighten your legs. Maybe let go. See how it feels today? And then gently release. Good, good, good. Now let's take, I'm going to turn and face the camera so you can see me. I want you to open your legs into a V, like a 90-degree angle, and have a strap. We'll do a seated forward fold here. Put the strap around both feet. Toes pointing right up to the ceiling. Second toe, middle of knee, middle of thigh. Pointing right up to the ceiling. One hand on each strap. Inch up so your arms are straight. Pull on the strap, and you'll notice that it draws your lower lumbar spine in and up. This is good. We want that. Rock to the fronts of your sit bones. Now you can stay here. And if this is hard for you, you can grab that blanket and put it under your hips again, like we did earlier in Dandasana. If you're okay here, try to press the backs of your legs down to the floor actively. Engage your thighs and start to bow the torso forward. If it's too intense on your hamstrings, put a little bend in your knees. That's okay. A little bend. One more challenge. Keep engaging your quads. Press the backs of your legs to the floor. Maybe then you don't need the strap anymore. Maybe you're going to hold on to your feet. Try to bring your breastbone to the floor. Gently bow. Keep leading with your sternum, not your chin. And gently bowing with a sense of curiosity. Notice, how's my forward bending today? How does it feel? Notice your breath. How's your breath today? And how is your breath now after some practice together? Good, and slowly come up. Nice. Now I'd like you to lie down on your back with your knees bent. Let's do a moving bridge. So with knees bent, feet outer hip width apart. First, let's just do the arms. I'll show you the arms. You're going to inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Palms can face each other. Exhale, lower the arms. Once again, inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Maybe your thumbs will touch the floor behind you, maybe not. Stretch your spine. And then lower the arms. Now the legs, you press into your feet. You inhale, lift your hips. Chin away from chest, eyes look above eyebrows, and lower the hips. So as you're pressing into your feet and you're lifting your hips, stretch your knees and your tailbone toward your toes. Good. Now we'll put it all together, right? So start with your hips on the floor, feet on the floor, hands by your hips. Inhale, lift the arms, lift your hips at the same time. Eyes look above eyebrows. Exhale, lower the arms, lower your hips. And again, inhale, stretch your spine, root through your feet. Exhale, and lower the arms. Inhale, lift up, big stretch. Exhale. So this is a wonderful way to strengthen the glutes, strengthen your legs. Now, hold behind your thighs. And the movement for this next one is you're going to lift your feet to the ceiling and then you'll bend your knees again. So on the breath, inhale, lift and straighten your legs. Now reach up through the heels. And then exhale, bend the knees, release the lower legs down to the floor. Inhale,
Pick up the legs, toes come above your eyes, and then reach up through the heels if you can. Exhale, release, bend the knees. For more challenge, you'll add arms. You'll inhale, lift your arms as you lift your legs. Exhale, lower the arms. Just like the same arms that we did in bridge a moment ago. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your legs, reach up through the heels. Exhale, lower the arms, lower the legs. And if that's too hard, remember you just hold on behind your thighs. Inhale, stretch your legs, reach up through the heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Now take your feet to the floor. Take a nice breath in, long breath out. Good. And now pick up your feet, one hand on each shin, right below the knee. I want you to inhale, press your thighs away from your chest. And then exhale, hug your knees and thighs in toward your torso. So on the breath, inhale, make space for the breath, press your legs away. Exhale, hug the legs into your chest, breathe out any stale air. Good, inhale, full breath in, exhale, breathe in. Really good. And now it's time for meditation. So if you'd like to continue lying down for your meditation, you can do that. We'll do meditation followed by Shavasana, deep rest. Or you can come up to sitting and sit in any way you like, on the chair, on a block. I like to sit on my shins with this block underneath my hips. So you can try that if you like, or sit cross-legged if you like. Wonderful. In fact, as we get ready to do this meditation, I will read you a little bit of what I had planned earlier. I think this will lead us nicely into our meditation. So Pema Chodron's last chapter in this book is called The Path is the Goal. And she asks the question, what does it take to use the life we already have in order to make us wiser rather than more stuck? I just love that she used the word stuck, because we each of us, I'm sure, are having moments of feeling stuck right now. So how can we use our present moment? And she says, this is a very encouraging teaching, because it says that the source of wisdom is whatever is going to happen to us today. The source of wisdom is whatever is happening to us right at this very instant. We're always in some kind of mood. It might be sadness, it might be anger, it might be restlessness. It might not be much of anything, just a kind of blur. It might be humor or contentment. In any case, whatever it is, that's the path. We can aspire to be kind right in this moment, be curious, to relax and open our heart and mind to what is right in front of us in the moment. Now is the time. If there's any possibility of enlightenment, it's right now. Now is the time. It's a wonderful resource. I highly recommend Pema's book, When Things Fall Apart. So now let's do a little meditation practice using mantra. Mantra means tool of the mind. Excuse me. So tool of the mind, right? When the mind is all over the place, sometimes we need tools to gather the threads, the strands of the mind together. So let's use a Sanskrit mantra, so hum. So on the inhale, you'll say to yourself, so. On the exhale, hum. You can imagine that is the sound of the in-breath and the out-breath. So let's try that together. We'll do this for 4 minutes. I'll watch the time. I'll ring a chime to start and to finish. So please sit comfortably. Root through whatever part of your body is touching the floor or a prop. Root through your foundation. Allow yourself to get settled and grounded. And from that groundedness, stretch your spine. Lift the fronts of your shoulders up and back. Back of neck is long. Lower jaw relaxes away from the upper jaw.
You can close your eyes, or 3/4 close your eyes and gaze at a point in front of you. And begin now just with your awareness on your breath. As you breathe in, say to yourself, so, as you breathe out, hum. Breathing in, so. Breathing out, hum. Very gently. Breathe in, so. Breathe out, hum. Continue to bring that sense of curiosity now to your meditation practice. Very gently curious, without judgment. Breathe in, so. Breathe out, hum. Breathe in, so. Breathe out, hum. And now gently release that mantra practice. And come to lie down now for a few minutes of just formal rest. We'll just do 3 minutes together of Shavasana. Of course, if you're at home and you want to continue in it longer, feel free to do that. Shavasana is the classic pose of repose, a pose where we reintegrate all the benefits of our practices together into the body, like almost like resetting your thermostat. So do come to lie down now. Give yourself that gift of real rest, formal rest, practice resting. Some people say it's the hardest pose of all. Actually let yourself just rest, just be. So when you lie down now, you can put a cushion under your head, arms can come alongside the body, feet can be out or hip width apart. If your lower back feels a little sensitive, keep the knees bent, that's fine. Allow yourself to move into Shavasana with ease and with a sense of curiosity once again. How does my body feel now after the practices that I just did? After the asana, after the breath work, Kapalabhati, that we did, after the meditation. And if you notice more spaciousness and ease in your body, let it be a reminder that these tools are yours. You can use them whenever you feel out of sorts in your mood. You can use the tools. Now just rest. Now gently deepen your breath. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Slowly bring yourself back up to sitting. And let's just finish class with hands in Anjali Mudra, which is palms together, thumbs into the heart. Please remember that you might be by yourself at times, but you're not alone. Thank you so much for coming to practice together. Thank you for your patience with technical difficulties today. Om Namaste.